Meet Kate Ampirire, a smallholder farmer from Kabale district. She is deeply concerned about the extreme weather patterns that have drastically affected her crop production.
I
am disturbed by the rains, especially when it is too much. Even when the sunshine is a lot, at times it becomes a disturbance. Here, we normally grow beans, sorghum, and sweet potatoes.
Kate recounts how heavy rains wiped out her entire crop yield, a stark example of how unpredictable weather is devastating farmers' livelihoods.
When it shines too much, the crops do not grow properly. And when it rains too much, it washes them away into the valley.
Like Kate, many farmers across Kigezi subregion and Uganda as a whole are struggling with the adverse impacts of climate change. Beda Mwebesa, the Kabale district production officer, confirms that the increasingly erratic weather patterns are disrupting the agricultural cycle.
Rain is coming at the wrong time, not when we expect it, according to our seasonal patterns. And also at times, instead of having rain, we get a drought or prolonged drought, dry spells.
He notes that the production of many staple crops has been significantly affected.
The cropping season now should be entering into the crying beans, which take longer period in the field. Now it's going to be difficult for the farmers who have not started planting now. It's going to take some time, and since the rains might be short, because we are uncertain of when it's again stop, then the force directly the production will invariably go wrong. For sorghum, we are a bit lucky that it's a bit tolerant, but still it's also affected.
Beyond soil erosion, landslides and flooding, Mwebesa highlights another growing concern: pests and diseases.
Of crops and animals, which are also becoming difficult and requires a lot of there's economic loss associated with that when you're trying to address those two aspects.
The effects of climate change extend beyond agriculture, posing serious health risks in the district. Dr. Gilbert Mateka, the district health officer, explains how environmental shifts are worsening public health outcomes.
The unpredictable weather patterns affect production. And when production is affected, that means that the availability of food for our population is also limited. And so you find that we have increased levels of malnutrition. And in Kabale specifically, this has been seen especially in the stunting rates. We have high levels of stunting.
One of the key drivers of environmental degradation in Kabale is the widespread reclamation of wetlands for agriculture, a problem that has intensified over the years. Land fragmentation is another pressing issue, reducing agricultural productivity. Henry Tumwesigye, the district natural resources officer, elaborates on its impact.
We have now encouraged community members to acquire certificates of customary ownership as joint families so that they don't fragment land into small pieces which can eventually be sold out. We are also trying to prevent land fragmentation by even encouraging the population here to go and acquire land for farming and for settlement in other parts of the country.
Despite these challenges, several initiatives are underway to help farmers adapt.
With the help and support from Worldwide Fund for Nature, we have also developed the District Forestry Development Plan. This one helps us to make sure that we have the green belts, the green zones, and we also support private farmers to do private tree plantations so that we conserve these hills and prevent the erosion, prevent the climate change effects.
Mwebesa highlights ongoing interventions, including the distribution of drought-resistant crop varieties.
Then we also get some, we try to help farmers with some pesticides and agrochemicals basically.
He emphasizes the importance of promoting climate-smart agricultural practices among local communities to build resilience against climate change.
They are trying to promote use of soil and water conservation practices like trenches, bands stabilized with agroforestry trees, but also in the livestock sector. Like now we have a project called the Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project, which is just starting now.
According to the GIZ climate risk profile for Uganda, both dry and wet seasons are expected to become more extreme in the coming years. The report warns of an increased likelihood of drought, which could severely impact crop yields. Projections indicate a decline in maize, millet and sorghum yields, while crops like groundnuts, which are less sensitive to extreme weather, may perform better under changing conditions. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.